Hello, boys and girls. It's me, Santa Claus. Before I climb into the sleigh, before the reindeer stretch their legs, and before the elves start yelling that I'm going to be late again, I wanted to leave you a message. Because Christmas isn't just about the night, it's about the days leading up to it, the waiting, the wondering, the hoping. First, I want to say thank you. Thank you for the cookies, the carrots, the milk, the notes taped to the fireplace, the drawings left on the table, the glitter-covered letters that somehow get everywhere. You would be amazed how far a simple thank you travels. Even all the way to the North Pole. I also want you to know something important. I know this year wasn't easy for everyone. Some of you had really good years. Some of you had years that felt confusing. Some of you had years where things changed in ways you didn't expect. And some of you had years where you had to be very brave, even when you didn't feel brave at all. I want you to know that I see that. I see how kind you've been, how you helped someone even when no one was watching, how you shared when you didn't have to, how you tried again after something didn't work out the first time. Resilience is a big word. It means getting back up when things knock you down, and there are a lot of resilient kids out there right now. If you're going through something difficult, if something feels heavy, if something feels confusing, I want you to remember this. Hard things don't last forever. They pass in time, sometimes slowly, sometimes quietly, but they pass. Hope is like a small light. You don't need it to be bright. You just need to keep it on, so keep hoping, keep believing, keep being kind, and please enjoy the time you have with the people you love. Sit close to them, laugh with them, tell stories, eat too many cookies together. Stay up a little later than usual. Now, before I go, I want to tell you a story. It's a Christmas story just for kids. Once upon a winter night in a small, snowy town, there lived a little girl named Nora. Nora loved Christmas more than anything. She loved the lights, the songs, the smell of pine trees, the way snow made everything quieter, but this year felt different. Her family didn't decorate as much. There were fewer lights, fewer cookies, fewer smiles. Nora didn't know why. She just knew something felt missing. One evening while walking home, Nora noticed a small house at the end of the street. It was dark, no lights, no decorations, and sitting on the steps was an old man, holding a small box. Nora stopped. "Are you okay?" she asked. The old man smiled softly. "I'm all right," he said. "I just don't have anyone to share Christmas with this year." Nora thought about this all night. The next day, she packed up some cookies. She drew a picture. She wrapped it in paper that didn't quite match. That evening, she knocked on the door of the dark house. The old man opened it, surprised. "I brought you Christmas," Nora said. Inside the box was the picture. It showed lights, snow, a smiling old man, and a smiling girl. The old man's eyes filled with tears. No one had visited him in years. That night, something changed. The next day, the house had lights, a wreath on the door, music playing softly. Other neighbors noticed. They stopped by. They brought food. They stayed and talked. And on Christmas Eve, that house was brighter than any other on the street, all because one child chose kindness. Sometimes, boys and girls, Christmas doesn't start with presents. Sometimes it starts with a knock on the door. Now, before I go, I need to say something else. This next part is for the grown-ups. I've seen the naughty list this year. Yes, that one. And let's just say, some of you are cutting it very close. I've seen the "just one more drink," the "I'll deal with it after the holidays," the "no one will notice." I've seen the receipts, the texts, the group chats. I'm not naming names. I don't need to. I just want to gently remind you, Christmas is not the time to test how forgiving people are. It's the time to behave, to be kind, to make choices you won't have to explain later. The reindeer are watching, the elves are gossiping, and Santa, well, Santa remembers everything. So let's all try our best. Kids, adults, everyone. Because Christmas works better when we do. All right, the sleigh is ready. The reindeer are impatient, and someone just ate the last cookie in the break room. I'll see you soon. Be kind, be brave, and have yourselves a very Merry Christmas. Ho, ho, ho.